Good evening. Welcome to the National News Broadcast. I'm Kasani Balachandra.
Hello there. Good evening. I'm Niket Karunaratne. We'll start off with the headlines as usual.
A warning on an extensive spread of the Corona Delta variant throughout Asia. The health divisions say it will be possible to complete COVID vaccination of all those above the age of 30 years in the Western province before the 31st of next month. A 30 million rupee donation of medical equipment for treatment of COVID-19. The President provides immediate solutions to 5 out of the 7 nurses' demands. The remainder is to be accommodated through the next budget. 20 persons disappear in an earth slip in Japan.
Moving on to those and other stories in detail. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has taken steps to provide solutions immediately to 5 out of 7 demands made by the Public Services United Nurses Trade Union. The President has agreed to provide solutions to the remaining 2 demands by the next budget. The President has taken the decisions during a special discussion with the Public Services United Nurses Trade Union last evening at the Presidential Secretariat. Accordingly, the President decided to immediately implement commencing of the Nurses University, restore the staff grades suspended during the term of the previous Good Governance government, promoting Grade 2 from Grade 3 in 5 years and promoting to Grade 1 from Grade 2 in 7 years. That have been suspended through Circular 32/2017 of 7th December 2017, providing an annual uniform allowance of 20,000 rupees and to consider the present duty time of 36 hours as 30 hours for a 5-day week. The President has also agreed to hand over the allowance of 10,000 rupees and the additional service allowance of 1% of the basic salary as stipulated through a circular of the Ministry of Finance dated 24th of December 2014 through the upcoming budget. Accordingly, the President has granted solutions to all the proposals presented by the Public Services United Nurses Association. The President has also reiterated that the government places strong confidence on the health sector and that the appropriate place will be granted to the nursing professionals by giving a higher recognition to the nurses' service. President of the Public Services United Nurses Association, Venerable Muruthettuwe Anandathera, Minister of Health Pavitra Vanyarachi, President's Chief Advisor Lalit Veeratunga, Secretary of Health Retired Major General Specialist Physician Dr. Sanjeeva Munisinghe and representatives of the Public Services United Nurses Association have also participated in the meeting. President of the Public Services United Nurses Association, Venerable Muruthettuwe Anandathera, said that the President has written and signed the relevant circular. The Venerable Thero added that 37,000 nurses in the country extend their honour to the President for the decision taken by him. The entire Sri Lankan population also bestowed their respects to the President for resolving the dispute through his direct intervention. He also said that their attention was directed to safeguard the masses as much as possible during the current period of national crisis. Venerable Muruthettuwe Anandathera further said that not only the Public Services United Nurses Association but the entire health staff of the country extend their gratitude to the President for the resolution of the problem.
The Infectious Diseases Unit says that 85,683 doses of vaccines have been inoculated under the COVID-19 immunization program yesterday. The vaccination program is being implemented successfully in many districts in the country. A total of 4,122,829 doses of vaccines have been administered so far. 1,350 Covishield second-dose vaccines have been inoculated yesterday. 26,192 persons have been inoculated with the first dose of the Sinopharm vaccine yesterday. The number of persons who have received the second dose of the same vaccine yesterday was 58,141. The health divisions add that a total of 691,644 doses of vaccines have been given during the last 7 days alone. This amounted to 34,864 vaccines delivered on the 26th, 49,703 delivered on the 27th, 69,919 delivered on the 28th, and 106,998 vaccine doses delivered on the 29th of last month and 173,520 on the 30th of June. It is the highest number of vaccine doses given within a day. On the 1st of this month, a further 169,957 further vaccine doses have been provided. The total number of vaccine doses given yesterday was 85,683. Vaccination took place successfully today as well. As declared by the President, the health divisions say that it will be possible to complete COVID vaccination of all those above the age of 30 in the Western Province before the 31st of next month. Around 6,000 employees in 86 factories in the Corona Investment Promotion Zone were given the Sinopharm vaccine today. 1,010 COVID-19 patients were detected from the country today. Meanwhile, 1,853 patients left the hospitals today following recovery. Director General of Health Services said that 34 COVID deaths were reported yesterday. 563 persons have been arrested on charges of violating health guidelines during the 24 hours that ended at 6 a.m. today. 46,823 have been taken into custody in connection with the offence. Meanwhile, Gramanilladari divisions and several areas in 3 districts have been subjected to isolation with effect from 6 a.m. today. Accordingly, Chemali East Fishing Section in the Mulathiu Nayaru Police Division, Madai Yavagama in the Mihipitiya Gramanilladari Division in the Kegal Police Division, Muruthumunai 3 in the Kalmunai Police Division have been isolated. The National Operational Centre for the Prevention of COVID-19 Outbreak further says that the Helmada in the Kegal Police Division and the Vilgodagama in the Illuppagadara Gramanilladari Division in the Kurunagala Police Division have been removed from the isolation status.
Deputy Director General of Health Services, Dr. Hemanta Herath, has made a clarification regarding the progress of the COVID immunization program being continuously implemented to control the spread of the COVID-19 disease. He has also elaborated on the COVID vaccination program scheduled to be conducted specially in the Western Province and thereafter in other districts in the island in the forthcoming period.
We have already concluded one phase of the Western Province immunization program where those who are above 60 to be vaccinated by yesterday. Now we will be embarking on another target where those who are above 30, everybody will be targeted in the Western Province as the next phase of activity, so that the areas with highest risk will be covered in this manner, so that most of the people or all the targeted people, eligible people in the Western Province will be immunized by the end of July. In addition to that, the consignments that we are receiving from time to time will be distributed in other districts as well. At this moment, in other districts other than the Western Province, it will be targeted for those who are above 60, and this will be expanded to other groups also once the stocks are coming, as well as once we completed the targeted areas in the Western Province. Again, we are expecting with regards to the second dose of AstraZeneca vaccine, we are expecting a consignment of AstraZeneca vaccine in the coming days, probably during the course of this month, and this will be distributed among those who have got the first dose, especially above 60 years of age. And also the advisory Committee on Communicable Disease has already given their recommendations to immunize those who got the first dose of AstraZeneca with other vaccines such as Moderna and Pfizer. As and when these vaccines come, those who have got the first dose of AstraZeneca also will be given a second dose from those vaccines in future.
Indonesian doctor Sheras Shafi says that the small public hospital where she works in South Jakarta was not ready for the influx of COVID-19 patients who arrived after a surge of new infections. This video contains graphic content.
Sheras Shafi is a 28-year-old doctor in a small public hospital in South Jakarta. She says it was not ready for the influx of COVID-19 patients who arrived after a surge of new infections hit Indonesia.
Justru kita ngelihat seberapa parah.
I can gauge how severe this pandemic is by just looking at smaller hospitals like ours. If their capacity is full, it means we're at the peak of the pandemic, because a hospital like ours should not be handling COVID-19 patients.
Klinik ataupun cuman rumah sakit swasta yang juga tipenya nggak besar gitu, atau rumah sakit swasta juga pada penuh, ya berarti itu memang udah lagi puncak-puncaknya.
We weren't prepared for this situation. Instead, we were only prepared for light cases or non-COVID-19 cases.
Persiapkan untuk itu, kita dipersiapkan untuk yang kasus-kasus ringan ataupun non-COVID.
Grappling with the worst outbreak in Southeast Asia, Indonesia has reported record daily cases in 7 of the past 11 days. On Thursday, there were over 24,000 new reported infections. The spike has made it harder to transfer severely ill patients, and city hospitals were at 93% capacity this week. Sharfi says her small hospital could only help patients as best as they could.
Worst case-nya ya dia memburuk tanpa bisa
Their condition gets worse without any ventilator because we don't have an ICU.
tanpa kita bisa kita ventilator atau kita intubasi di sini.
And the worst case is they die here.
Meninggal perbukaran ya akhirnya meninggal di sini.
She is now working 12-hour shifts, double the normal length, after some of her colleagues were infected despite being fully vaccinated. Indonesian authorities have announced new curbs starting Saturday. They include tighter restrictions on movement and air travel, a ban on restaurant dining, and the closure of non-essential offices.
Welcome back. The Muslim Aid Sri Lanka Institute has donated medical equipment valued at 30 million rupees for treatment of COVID patients. The items were handed over to Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa at the Temple Trees today. The stock of equipment includes 3 ventilators, 4 surgical oxygen equipment and 3,000 PPE sets. The medical donation project has been implemented through collaboration of the AmeriCares Institute of the United States and the Muslim Aid headquarters in the United Kingdom. The UK-based Muslim Aid's headquarters was established in 1985. Currently, this institute is functioning as a relief and development representative institute with over 20 countries in the world. Speaker Mahinda Yapabewardena, Minister Ali Sabri, State Minister Lohan Ratwata and Sri Lankan Director of the Muslim Aid Organisation Faiza Khan have also attended the event.
The organic fertilizer manufacturing process is now a common occurrence in many parts of the island. The organic fertilizer production in the Mahavali zone farmlands was officially inaugurated yesterday. The eco-friendly fertilizer manufacturing program in the Mahavali L zone was declared open, centering the Valioe season. State Minister Siripala Gamlat has presided over the event. An organic fertilizer requirement of 1.4 million metric tons for Mahavali region paddy lands is to be fulfilled through this project. Plans are underway to expand the project on the regional level, covering 10 Mahavali zones. The Sri Lanka Army and the Civil Defence Task Force extend cooperation for the organic fertilizer production centre in the Mahavali L zone. There are around 25,000 farmer families in the Mahavali B zone. A workshop has commenced yesterday to educate farmers on the production of organic fertilizer for cultivations of the forthcoming Mas Khanne. The event took place at the Ibbanwava Model Organic Fertilizer Manufacturing Yard in the Dibulagala Vijayabapura Mahavali Division Office in the Aralangala Villa. The farmers have been enlightened on the usage of cow dung, goat and fowl droppings, Guinea Japan Jabra plants as well as plant residue including banana trunks in the manufacturing of organic fertilizer. The Kandy Municipal Council has also commenced an organic fertilizer manufacturing program utilizing garbage accumulated within the Kandy municipality limits. It has been reported that around 100 metric tons of refuse are being collected in the Kandy MC limits every month. Currently, the entire waste is being transferred to the Tekavatta refuse yard. The current monthly compost fertilizer manufacturing capacity is around 40 metric tons per month. A group including Provincial Governor and Attorney at Law Lalit Yugamage took part in an observation tour in the yard with the objective of further expanding the production capacity. Vidarshana Fernando is a final year student in the Faculty of Financial Management Studies in the Calonia University. He is presently engaged in cultivating several varieties of fruits, including pineapples, utilizing organic manure. He says that he is engaged in farming in an extent of half an acre for a period of nearly 1.5 years.
The Sustainable Agricultural Task Force reiterated the need to upgrade local machinery for a sustainable agricultural industry. Engineer Aroshan Vikramanayaka said that they have turned out composite fertilizer making machines even before the President declared his decision on the issue. He added that they have conducted research for a long time and invented the methods of production. Engineer Rohita Tilakaratna said that they have come to the stage of producing organic agricultural material, liquid fertilizer and fungicides. He also said that they have arrived at a decision to manufacture 10,000 agrochemical production machines within 2 months.
500 villages in the island will be developed as Saubhagya production villages. The Saubhagya Samruddhi Week has also been declared yesterday, which is to be conducted till the 7th of this month. The Kasbah electorate program on the Saubhagya production villages project has got underway yesterday under the leadership of Minister Gamini Lukuge. Several recipients have been distributed financial aid symbolically. A group of regional representatives has also attended the event. A smoky dry fish production village was inaugurated in Mihintale today. State Minister Shehan Semasinghe has also participated in the event. Government officials and residents in the area have also participated in the program according to health guidelines. The Ura Ulla Batik village in the Kegal Divisional Secretariat Division will also be developed under the Saubhagya Production Villages program. Around 20 youth in the village are engaged in the industry. The necessary allocations to upgrade the industry are being extended by the Ministry of Samruddhi Development. A group including State Minister Thalaka Balasuriya was also present.
Wondered about rejuvenating your body and mind to boost your immunity? Well, the relevance of yoga amid the COVID-19 pandemic, which has upended the lives and livelihoods of millions of people around the world, has increased substantially. As the world celebrated the 7th International Yoga Day on the 21st of June this year, the global community needs to understand how its healing touch can improve their physical well-being. Rupavahini News anchor Clifford Richards, who is also a certified yoga teacher, gave us more details on simple yoga techniques that can enhance breathing pattern, a key factor in battling against the COVID-19 pandemic.
Breathe right and fight COVID. Why aren't you breathing incorrectly? Yes, all of us are breathing incorrectly because the moment we wake up, when we are asleep, we breathe correct because we go into deep breathing. But the moment we wake up, our mind starts working, and due to the stress and the anxiety that we have, we go into shallow breathing. So what is shallow breathing? When you have shallow breathing, your lungs does not expand to the maximum and does not contract to the maximum, which means your lungs are not activated enough. So when this happens, the strength of your lungs deteriorates, and the chances of you getting any disease associated with the respiratory system, the chances are very, very high, which includes COVID. So you have a simple exercise that you should do day in and day out whenever it's possible, and the more you do it, the more benefit you will get. And the exercise is deep breathing. The key is deep breathing. The example is breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. You fill your lungs and you exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You completely empty the lungs. Again, breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Your lungs expand to the maximum, and you exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, you need to exhale double the quantity of the inhalation counts. For example, if you're inhaling for 4 counts, you need to make sure that you exhale for 8 counts, because that has another effect in cooling or relaxing your body as well. But in this context, you need to go into deep breathing, because the more you deep breathe, you have the tendency of strengthening your lungs, and this is definitely a good fight against the COVID virus. Okay, now we are going into a quick demo. We have 2 postures. One is lying flat on the mat facing upwards, which is called the dead body pose, and the other one is the cross-leg version. Now in these versions, we can clearly demonstrate the deep breathing. Now in the lying flat position, you can see when you breathe in, your stomach goes up. You see the block going up, 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 and when you breathe out, it goes down. And in the seated position too, when you breathe in, your stomach protrudes out, it comes out, inhale, and you exhale, the stomach area goes in, and you completely empty your lungs. Again, we're going to go into deep breathing. Exhale, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what we do in this exercise is we completely fill our lungs for 4 counts, and then we empty all that air, completely emptying the lungs for 8 counts.
Chairman of the Sri Lanka Foreign Employment Bureau, Kamal Ratwatta, has passed away. He was 60 years old at the time of his demise. He has also functioned as the Vice Chairman of the Sri Lanka Airport and Aviation Services Authority, Working Director of the Sri Lanka Insurance Corporation, and member of the Board of Directors of the Sri Lanka Ports Authority. Late Kamal Ratwatta has also held the post of Basnayaka Nilame of the historic Ratnapura Saman Devalaya. He was also a well-known businessman in many fields, including in the tea industry. Mr. Kamal Ratwatta has passed away in a private hospital in Colombo this morning. He was the son of Clifford Ratwatta and of Mallika Ratwatta. Details of the funeral will be notified later.
That's all the news for today. Join us again at the same time tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.